Hey Aquarius, intuitive soul coach here with your January 2023 monthly reading. Welcome back to my channel if you are returning, and welcome if you are new. Today we'll dive into the collective energy of Aquarius, so please do take what resonates and leave the rest behind. If you are interested in a personal reading or even entering into the free monthly reading giveaway, you can find both of those links in the description box below. All right, so Aquarius, diving into your energy, the three key themes showing up for you in the month of January, we have here finances, flexibility, and self-love. So right off the bat here, self-love is showing up for you. And this talks about compassion, being compassionate towards yourself, towards others. It is about radical acceptance as well. So I do sense that some of you are taking a look at self-care routines, healing. You're really going within so you can build the confidence that you need, that is necessary to move forward into 2023. There are big goals that you have for yourself. Some may be minor, but they are big within. You may have set yourself up for success regarding your career, regarding a new business opportunity, regarding your health or your love life. But most importantly here, I feel like the main focus is caring for oneself so it flows out into your outer world. Now, you also have the flexibility card showing up here. This talks about divine detours, change, adaptability. Some of you have some new ideas, and there's going to be a lot of movement and expansion, not just in January, but throughout 2023. But it starts with laying a solid foundation here in January so you can be consistent in your efforts throughout the entirety of the year. This is also about going with the flow, things being easier than maybe they have been in the past. So again, going with the flow doesn't mean that there'll never be a challenge or there'll never be a resistance that you'll face again. It just means that you are coming from a place of more growth, more maturity, and more wisdom, where you're able to flow through some specific challenges, emotions, or setbacks with more ease. And you're not hanging on to a situation for longer than you need to, or you're not suppressing or storing it in your body for a later time. This flexibility is about big changes coming in here for you, Aquarius, and it's important to understand and embrace adaptability because things may actually show up in a very powerful way this year. You may decide that you want to move across the country. You may go for that job opportunity that you thought was near impossible, but you get that job opportunity. You may decide to build a business that goes from A to Z quite quickly. Now, it doesn't mean that you're bypassing the hard work, the consistency, and the determination to get your goals to that point of accomplishment that you would like to seek, but you're enjoying the ride along the way and you're staying adaptable to new changes, new ideas. And some of you also are getting rid of any limiting beliefs that you have around money or that you have when it does come to your finances, because we have this energy showing up for you. Finances, abundance. It is about savings and taking a look at your assets. Some of you may be purchasing a larger item in 2023, whether it's a home, whether it's a vehicle. Some of you are able to save more than you spend, or you may be investing your time, your energy, your money, your effort into things that are going to pay off in big, big ways. Now, there may even be a new income source coming in here for you. I feel for a lot of you Aquarians, there's something that you are excited about. And it's coming from a place of compassion and coming from a place of the heart chakra here. And it may lead to a new income source as well. Stay flexible in your approach on how this happens. Just know that it will, and enjoy the process along the way. Sometimes when we set goals or we set resolutions at the beginning of the year, we don't always enjoy getting there. Excuse me. We just enjoy the achievement. Once we get there, then we'll feel great. But I want you to feel good about every step of the way. Celebrate the small successes because it will lead to greater abundance in your life. Now, diving into the tarot here, you actually have 1, 2, 3 major arcanas, and you have pages and knights and kings. So what this tells me is there's a lot of change. You're setting yourself up for success by aligning with other like-minded individuals and attracting people that will help you on your soul's journey. Now, the first cards out here, especially for the beginning half of January, you have the Muse of Voices, which is the King of Swords, and you have the Hierophant. So this is about spiritual and divine guidance with this Hierophant energy. This can be about you going back to school. This is about teaching and learning. It's about your traditions, your beliefs, your morals. Now, if there was an institution or maybe an upbringing or something that you've learned to question and find your own truth, this is really going to help you out in the future. Now, some of you are being divinely guided to take a new course of action, to take a plan here, or to set a new goal for yourself, but know that you're not alone in doing so. There could be someone very significant showing up with this King of Swords, or this is your energy stepping into a logical plan to find solutions so something doesn't happen or continuously repeat itself. When the King of Swords shows up, he's very intelligent, he's very experienced, he's very wise. You want to have this King of Swords on your side. Now, they may be military, they may be an advisor, they may be in law. They usually get their answers from their head, not their heart. But I feel that this person is going to really set up the groundwork for success, whether this is you or you're calling in some sort of professional King of Swords here. It could be a teacher, again, someone that tells you how it is instead of sugarcoating things. They say, this is what you need to do and this is how you're going to do it. So if you are setting up a new health regime, this could be an instructor at the gym. For those of you that may be going back to school or wanting to take a course, this could be an instructor or a teacher. For others of you, this is you yourself coming up with logical solutions, but yet staying flexible in your approach as well, because the king, he doesn't get his way, he doesn't work his way to the top by ignorance. He works his way to the top through knowledge, through experience. He is that king because he's been through it. So I do sense that you are really bringing up your energy, and I feel like there's an energy here of, this is you. Aquarius, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius, air energy. There's something here with you bossing up, or you taking the lead, or you fully embracing and stepping into your power in 2023. And it begins in January. So very, very powerful. Some of you may even be taking a spiritual approach to your career, to your professional life, or you're going back to school, taking a class. It could be on law as well. Or if you are dealing with something within the legal system, I am sensing that there's forward movement this year for you. Knight of Voices, Knight of Swords. Again, this is your energy about you taking action. So, Aquarius, you are like a spitfire here where you're blazing a path forward and you're not letting anyone get in your way of your goals. Now, it doesn't mean that you're stepping on toes to get there. You're coming from a place of self-love and compassion, Aquarius, but you're telling yourself that you're not going to let distractions get in the way. I feel that wholeheartedly for you because you love yourself enough and you've been focusing probably on self-love for quite some time in your life here, Aquarius, where you're telling yourself that you're not letting limitations, distractions, or other people's views or opinions of you hold you back. This is about you moving forward. When the Knight of Swords shows up here, especially in the smack dab in the middle of your reading, this is your energy about you rushing towards what you believe is important to you, whether it is your own health, whether it's your family, your finances, whether it is, your whatever it may be, you're rushing towards this because you believe in it wholeheartedly. Now, we also have the Page of Inspiration showing up. This is about new ideas. There's a creative flow within you that is happening this month. When this Page of Wands shows up, this is about you being the student, being curious, being inquisitive, being enthusiastic because your passion and your eagerness to learn is really taking over here. You're excited, and I feel like it's almost like you want to jump the gun. And at times, Aquarius, you may want to put the cart before the horse, but Spirit is saying here, go with the flow, go with ease, because you'll find that things really start to flow. And even though there's this excitement, this eagerness, and this willingness to shake things up and to take on the next new grand adventure, don't rush too forward because you don't want to be reckless. Okay, you don't want to miss important steps. You are a leader. You are instinctual. You are an action-oriented warrior, Aquarius. You have what it takes, but enjoy every moment along the way. Don't forget to stop and smell the roses. Don't forget to take some downtime for yourself to creatively think, meditate, and grow and expand by sitting in that peaceful moment of silence for an hour a day if you can, or to take that trip or that vacation. Yes, things are speeding up here quite quickly for you, but again, enjoy the process. You've been undergoing a major transformation. You have the death energy here. When the death energy shows up, this is about a time of an ending. There's spiritual growth here that's taking place within you. So don't resist change. I don't feel like you will, because you do have flexibility, but some of you like to stay in your comfort zone, Aquarius, and the comfort zone is the enemy of progress. Yes, we like to stay in that comfort zone, but sometimes we grow accustomed to things that may not even be good for us, okay? Such as, for example, eating junk food, right? That's our comfort zone. We go to that bag of chips or we go to that chocolate because it's comfortable and it's a comfort food. But we know that it's probably not the best for us, and there is an inner transformation that may be telling you, well, I want to be healthier. I don't want to carry on this extra weight or feel this extra lack of energy or motivation because I'm carrying this extra baggage, or I'm eating and binging on a show instead of being productive with my creative ideas. Now, that's just an example. I'm not calling you out here. Aquarius, this is about you reaching new levels, new heights, because you're stepping outside of that comfort zone. And when the death card shows up, it's saying be flexible, be adaptable, because soon you'll be able to hit that new level of I feel great, I feel motivated, I feel inspired. And it may be a little bit sticky, making that transition out of the comfort zone into this new zone of genius, right? This is the energy of you spreading your wings and flying. This is the energy of you rising above, like the phoenix rising from the ashes. Whatever goals you set out for, consistency is key, and I feel like you will achieve whatever those goals are for yourself here. But you must be reborn here. You must have this new mindset, especially when it comes to finances and self-love. Now, your final card in tarot here, Aquarius, is the Star. When the Star shows up as your final card, this is powerful. This is all about inspiration, hope, guidance, and positivity. This is about your dreams manifesting. So don't give up on those goals, because you've been gifted this new opportunity to step outside that comfort zone. You will succeed. Some of you may be striving for fortune and fame. Some of you may be striving to heal something that's been deeply wounded or deep-seated within your energy. For others of you, this is about being divinely inspired to move towards this new direction, but knowing that you don't have to do this alone. Okay, you have the spiritual backing, the support, the guidance, the love to step into these new opportunities in 2023. So very beautiful energy. Now, regarding finances, money, and wealth, you actually have here the crown and the gold bar. Hello, King of Swords. This is about, literally, it says overcoming obstacles. And I feel that there have been obstacles that you have faced. When I was shuffling the cards here, you also had the conflict card show up, but it didn't flip out, and I'm only trying to stick to the 3 key themes here. And on that conflict card, which they actually want me to show you here, which I'll find, on that card, it does talk about overcoming obstacles and you being able to find solutions here to any challenges that you felt set back in, or you felt have held you back in some way, form, or another, especially when it does come to maybe adversity or stepping outside that comfort zone. Let's just take a look here. See what other words are on that card for you. Okay, here it is. Yeah, so it's almost like a tug of war, something that the mind and the body want to do, but this is about you finding solutions, overcoming obstacles, and paying attention to what triggers you as well. And I sense that you are coming up against some things that you may feel a little bit of resistance in, but that resistance is good because then you know that there's something behind it that is emotion. There's something behind the fear, the triggers, the obstacles, or the resistance. That spirit is saying you have what it takes to move through. It could have even been a power play. Some of you may have struggled with a boss or with someone who is quite dominant in your life or someone who is very military, very routine. But this does talk about wealth. You may become your own owner or boss of a situation in your career. In 2023, this is about taking the lead. It is about progress here and taking charge. So taking charge of a situation that at one time has held you back. So if you are a CEO or if you are looking for a managerial position or if you are the head nurse of a situation or you own your own business, I feel like you are bossing up, and that's what that crown represents, is taking the lead. And once you do so here, I feel like the movement is going to bring solid finances. This is about values, integrity. There's the Hierophant showing up here as well. Now, some of you may be in banking or you may be reaching out to a loan officer or a bank even in 2023. But again, January is setting the groundwork for the rest of the year. This is about long-term goals, retirement as well, staying put, but being flexible in your approach to learn and grow. But also there's something here with valuing yourself, valuing your time and your energy, but making sure that what it is that you're doing is satisfying. And if you are moving in a direction of something that is satisfying, you're going to wear that crown and proudly. So very powerful. Now, when it comes to matters of the heart, Aquarius, you have forgiving and learning. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present. So this doesn't have to be intimate or romantic love. There may have been a falling out that you've had with your child, with a parent, with a sibling, with a friend, with a coworker, a boss, or even a complete stranger you may have snapped at on social media or in person. This is about forgiving and learning. This is about not letting those triggers get the best of you. Okay, this is about not letting the competition or the viewpoints of others or the adversity tend to spiral you out of control. Forgive and learn and mend. Even if that mending and closure brings you either back together physically or parts you separate, it doesn't matter. There's forgiving and learning here in the process. Now, you may be with someone who's hurt you, or you may have been deeply hurt in the past. I feel like that is part of this transition where you've learned a lot about yourself. And the reason why you may have endured certain situations is because of this self-love piece. Okay, because of this healing piece, going within and bringing in a sense of acceptance. Okay, you also have give your relationship a chance. Work on your partnerships. Now, whether this is a romantic partnership or whether it is a family member or a child or a friend, this is talking about working through the obstacles, through the triggers, if that is something that you want to partake in. Now, if it's challenging for you, if you're resisting taking a look at a partnership, ask yourself why. Is there a fear based surrounding it? Is there a limiting belief? Is there hurt and pain that you still haven't worked through? Because chances are that when you shed light on whatever it is that you're resisting, you'll be able to move more so with the flow. Okay. Now let's take a look and see what your soul's truth really wants you to remember. And it says here, where can I ask for more help in my life? Until we can receive with an open heart, we're never really giving with an open heart. When we attach judgment to receiving help, we knowingly or unknowingly attach judgment to giving it. Now that's a quote by Brené Brown. And it means that sometimes when we ask for something, We ask for someone to help with the dishes. We feel a sense of resentment because we have to ask them, right? And then it builds up and builds up. We expect that they should automatically do things. And so when they do help us, we're not grateful. At times we're still coming from that place of ego because the resentment has built up, right? That's just a small thing, but it tends to add up over time. Now it can be something even bigger in your life. And so I am sensing that forgiveness, mending, and healing has been happening and taking place for you. But today, ask someone for help and receive it with an open heart. If this is your partner, if this is a coworker, if this is a professional, I want you to really open yourself up. Be vulnerable, because in that vulnerability, Aquarius, is where the magic lies. That's where the miracles happen. So today's mantra, I ask for what I want and I am open to receiving it. Very beautiful, powerful energy. I am sensing that more help is coming in for you in 2023, whether it's financial help, emotional support, new friendships, soul tribe, whether it's help around the home, whatever this may be for you, you're starting to open up this heart chakra even more because you do have that self-love piece showing up. And when you fully accept and you embrace not only yourself, but other people for who they are, things start to flow more effectively and smoother in your relationships. Now, messages from your spirit guides, your angels, loved ones, your team. We have here the crumbling, which almost is like the tower energy, but it says, what are you clinging to? What are you clinging to? You have the death card here. So there's some sort of ending. There's some sort of change that is taking place, not only in January, but throughout 2023. You're going to see that things start to crumble. And that's why you have the flexibility card. Stay flexible, especially for those of you who you like to have your environment very controlled. Okay, some of you, it could be, excuse me, OCD, or you've struggled with dependency, codependency, or control in your life. It may be hard to resist this change, but it's very important to remain adaptable, flexible, because there's a divine detour coming in here to actually impact your life in a bigger, better way, Aquarius. So don't cling to things that are meant to fall apart or fall to the wayside, because there's bigger and better coming in. We have here soul family. Call in your tribe. You don't have to do it alone. And we were just talking about that here. You see the dolphins and the whales. This is about communication. It's about bringing in fun. It is about you bringing in your soul tribe. 2023 is a 7 personal year in numerology, and 7s are highly spiritual years. The 7 energy is about awareness, inner awareness, wisdom, insight, and reflection. So a lot of you are taking a spiritual approach to life, connecting with your higher power, aligning yourself up for your spiritual purpose, calling, or even awakening, where you're going to have not just one, not just two, but many of those moments throughout 2023, where it's as if you have an epiphany or a breakthrough moment, an aha moment. So get ready. You don't have to do this alone. You also have here the age of light. You've been training for this for lifetimes. This is something that you are well aware of. Remember, Aquarius, your soul chose to come down to earth and have these human experiences. But like I've been saying in a lot of my readings, is we don't have to let those experiences define who we are. It's important to remember that you are a spark of divine light, okay? That you chose to have these experiences to grow, to evolve, and to have these emotions, because Earth is one of the only places that you can have these 3D emotions, right? And it's a very powerful time in history. And you chose to come here because you are powerful and you are brave and you are determined to create that heaven on earth, create peace, uplift your energy. Know that you are a pillar of light and you are connected to this energy because you are this energy. Very beautiful. Now, the power animal showing up for you, this is card 6. This is the energy of the lovers, but it's the beaver. And it says, lay a solid foundation. January is the month to lay that solid foundation so you can stay consistent through and through, even when you feel like giving up, even when challenges come about, but you will remain flexible. But if you lay a solid foundation, it doesn't matter what comes along and threatens to throw you off track. It doesn't matter if there's a divine detour, because you've laid a strong, solid foundation within your higher self, within your spirituality, that you will be able to persist and take on that challenge with more ease than you have in the past, because you've gained more wisdom. There's been personal growth and development where you won't stay stuck in the same habitual patterns that have held you back in the past. Now, last but not least here, Aquarius, you have the Chop Wood card. It's also card 42. Now, some of you may be 42, or maybe that's the year 2023, you'll be turning 42, or you may have a birthday on the 4th, the 2nd, or even the 6th, and you have 2 6s showing up here for you. So very powerful energy. This is all about being grounded in everyday experience. It's about humility, and your message is this: there are times when the big dream is meant to lie dormant in your consciousness so that you can pay attention to the simple chores in your life. Consider why pruning a tree is the forerunner of delighting in the beautiful blooms when it is in full blossom. The mundane act of pulling off dead leaves, watering the soil, and then leaving it be to let nature take its course is an important step in manifestation. Taking your attention away from your goal brings you into a state of receptivity. This is the deeper purpose for releasing attachment. When you engage in everyday tasks in a meditative, contemplative way, you clear your energy to receive your aha moments, which bring you ever closer to what you seek. So this is beautiful. I love that this energy is showing up, because it's saying here, do the work, do what you need to do to focus on setting that groundwork now, just as you would prune a tree, prune the dead leaves, water it, and then allow that manifestation to take shape, because that's what you're going to see showing up for you numerous times throughout 2023. So that is what I have for you, Aquarius. Very powerful energy here. Remain flexible. Finances look very fruitful, very abundant. There's going to be major transformations that are happening in your life, but it's going to be important to embrace these new ideas, stay adaptable, and go with the flow instead of resisting any change. All right. Thank you so much for being here, beautiful souls. If this does resonate, please feel free to hit that thumbs up button. Feel free to share, like, subscribe, and hit that bell button if you haven't already. Thank you so much for being here. Lots of love.